Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to The Success. In today's video, we're going to be going through 5 reasons why most businesses fail. Now without any further ado, let's get straight into this video. Number 5. A poor understanding of market needs. One of the simplest things to do that leads companies to failure is they ignore the customer. This might sound counterintuitive, but you'd be shocked at how widespread this issue is. Listening to your customer is an invaluable practice that allows any company to mature, learn, and adapt. Customers are constantly offering feedback and suggesting what they would need in order to better fulfill their needs. Always keep the customer in mind, and based on this problem, you can generate valuable products. Probably the most interesting story on the topic is the one about how Starbucks almost collapsed by assuming what their customers wanted and not focusing on what they do best. You can hear the story from the man himself, Howard Schultz, in his book Onward. Or if you're thinking about how customers feel, read The Starbucks Experience, 5 Principles for Turning Ordinary into Extraordinary by Joseph Maselli. Number 4. A lack of business acumen. To be honest, some people have more of a sense of business than others. The same way some people are better at drawing or writing poetry. Business is basically math you do for profit. This is also one of the reasons most people go broke or end up becoming poor. They're bad at business where the business is yourself understanding how much it costs to run a business, how much each employee needs to generate in order to sustain their own job position. All of that then leads into how much you price your products or services. The more business you study and understand, the better you'll be able to connect the dots and take advantage of opportunities coming your way. The good news is you can easily develop your business skills if you choose to. A couple of years ago, we read The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. It's a book about why most businesses don't work and what to do about it. In it, there are great lessons about why some people find it difficult to switch from being an employee to running a business. We recommend this book to anyone who's just now starting their first business. Number 3. No competitive advantage. It all sounds cool and exciting. You're going to launch a business. You see them all around, so you think to yourself, why wouldn't I be a successful entrepreneur? I have plenty of ideas, I can figure this out. You then borrow money from the 3 F's, family, friends, and other fools, and open up a coffee shop on your street. 3 months later, a brand new Starbucks pops up 1 block away from you, and you don't think much of it, but less people are coming in. You try to sell all kinds of things in the store just to supplement the income, because your rent doesn't care that people want their frappuccinos, not your generic lattes, and in 6 months, you close it all down, losing money and putting a strain on your relationships. It's easy to blame your failure on the faceless corporations that are slowly taking over the world, when in reality, you had no differentiators. You were selling something people could have bought elsewhere. You didn't approach the issue in an innovative way, and you didn't leverage new resources that others did. This is even more accelerated in the online space, where you're not only competing against people in the area, you're competing against everyone in the world who's coming after your customers. Legendary CEO Jack Welch put it best when he said, if you don't have a competitive advantage, don't compete. We recommend you pick up his book called Winning, and as long as you're in business, reread it every 18 months. You could get an inside look at the 40-year lessons one of the most prominent CEOs of this century has learned and implemented himself. Number 2. Wrong partners. Partnerships are always difficult, especially when the founders complement each other but grow to have different drives and priorities. As humans, we are complex beings. Our desires and focuses shift as time goes on, influenced by an array of variables. Imagine being a year into a project and finding out your partner no longer feels the fire you do about this business, or they simply just have a different idea of what the business should look like. You both go your separate ways, and both your likelihood of success goes down the drain. The mildest of outcomes, talk to any venture capitalists in Silicon Valley, and they'll tell you crazy stories about founders stabbing each other in the back in order to take the upper hand. Even the most famous companies have similar stories. The founders of Snapchat kicked out the 3rd co-founder when the business started doing well. The entire case ended up in a $157 million settlement. It's hard to go it alone, but if you can, we definitely recommend it. Number 1. No strategy. We were never the business plan type of entrepreneurs, but we always understood what the plan for our business was. You need to know where you're going and what steps you need to take. If I do this, then I can do that, and then we can expand into this. It's all a chain process. Everybody calls it strategy, and without it, any business is doomed to fail. Your strategy is what allows you to deal with the market, with how you behave in times of prosperity and in time of crisis. It's the foundation of all your decisions, and it allows you to keep track of how well you're performing. The most popular book on strategy is Good to Be Great by Jim Collins. Well, there you have it guys, that was 5 reasons why businesses fail. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.